Hey guys, Alex is here to bring you another reading, a collective. So let's see what's going on with you or the energies around you. Alright, what's going on with my collective? Ooh, Hanged Man. Things are in limbo right now. Not a lot of movement or action. Oh, some of you may be in love. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Oh, look at all the good cups. All right. All right. All right. Queen of Swords and Page of Swords upside down. I don't read reversals. Okay. Now that Queen of Swords and Page of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords is, cold, calculating, intelligent, intuitive, and and suspicious, right? And the Page of Swords is inquisitive, curious, sneaking, spying, minimal communication, immature communication. And it's almost like you see cups, pentacle, cups, sword, right? So right out the gate, I kind of feel like some of you are looking for alignment, especially when it comes to your emotions and your mind, your emotions and your intellect. Right? It's that age-old battle of mind over heart, right? Because the Hanged Man sometimes represents head over heels, which is stupid because his heels technically are over his head, right? But it's that moment of, I want to say, inertia, right? When we're on cloud nine, everything's going good, everybody's working together. I'm enjoying this new love. I'm in a loving feeling. It feels like, when life was good again and when you could just love freely, I'm happy. And then all of a sudden something breaks down, right? Now, intuitively, what I just heard is, and I know I was guilty of this in my past, this 9 of Cups, right? 6 of Cups, Page of Cups, and 10 of Cups is kind of like fantasy, right? That beautiful romantic story that we all tell ourselves or we dream about, right? That's exactly what rose-colored glasses are, right? It's romanticizing a particular situation until your head sets in. Now, here's the crappy part about your head, mind, body, emotions, whatever. It's almost like as you are in this state of bliss, there is some sort of raggedy ass thought that always comes through and says, hey, what if this person is deceiving you or lying to you? And that was my deceitful voice, by the way. And I feel that's exactly what happened. Somehow or another, at the peak of your happiness, bliss, joy, whatever, some sort of past negative, depressing thought seeped in that all of a sudden changed you or turned you curious or suspicious or now probing. Okay? And I feel like the Hanged Man being here is the universe saying, listen, we didn't send these thoughts in to, it's almost like if you were in bliss, it's almost like we didn't bring these thoughts in to bring you back down, bring you back down to a point of negativity. We just brought these thoughts in to help, right? Help balance you, help bring you back into balance, which is what the Hanged Man is all about. So for many of you, long story short, it's almost like everything was going good. And then all of a sudden somebody said something, you thought something, a thought, you dreamt about something, right? You thought you saw a sign from the universe. Now all of a sudden you're suspicious as hell, right? Now, okay, angels. My angel said it's almost like you humans have weaponized the idea of something being too good to be true, because it kind of feels like on an energetic level everything is always too good to be true, because it's pure energy. It is not altered by matter or materialism in any way, shape, or form, right? So it's almost like on an energetic level there's just happiness, right? It's the vibration of happiness. On the human level, oh, I got paid today, so now I'm happy. Oh, I had my first child, or I'm pregnant, so now I'm happy, right? On the human level, there has to be some sort of equal, physical event that pairs up with the energetic or vibrational emotion. Okay, that was a really good message, angels. So what else you have? Going back and forth. Is this really too good to be true, Alex? And angels just says, yes, it's too good to be true until it's not, right? In other words, you can't live in the too good to be true every day, all day, right? There's going to have to come a time where you get back to reality. But coming from cloud 9, right? Getting back to earth, man, that's a hard pill to swallow. Now, I love this. This kind of illustrates my point, because this is emotional fulfillment, joy, happiness, bliss. And this is practicality. This is the queen of practicality. So the universe is almost like saying to you, collective, it's okay to be goo goo gaga gigi, right? But eventually you got to get back to reality. Okay. And I kind of feel like for some of you, that mechanism of getting back to reality is a raggedy ass thought from your past. That's who the Eight of Swords is to me. The Eight of Swords is the things that's on your mind from the past that you think about quite frequently. And what's unfortunate is that when you think about them quite frequently, they change your whole demeanor, boo-boo. This is a queen. That's your emotions. That's the moon portion of your zodiac chart for me as a reader. You don't want a sword there. Right? You don't want a sword in an emotional space. And angels are saying it's the thoughts that are bringing you down to reality in a very negative way. Angels are also saying you need to learn how to do that in a more practical, grounding way. In other words, as an example, if you're on cloud 9, you're at 15,000 feet, right? You don't need these negative thoughts to bring you from 15,000 to 0. Right? You don't need to go from 15,000 back to 0 in one fell swoop. I understand how that could be a shock to your system and would be like, wait, what? What just happened? Why did that happen so quick? Where's my cloud? Seven of Wands, Six of Swords. Yeah, see a more balanced, eased approach versus kerplunk. Okay. Okay, and Five of Wands. Yeah, somebody said something, or someone did not keep up with their communication. Maybe you met somebody and things were going great. Now all of a sudden this person is barely talking to you, barely texting you, barely reaching out to you, and now you are suspicious. I feel, collective, you have nothing to be worried about, right? Not only that, but if you are on the verge of cursing this person out, chewing them out, complain, don't do it. Just give it a minute. Just give it a minute, right? And what's ironic, the reason why I say that is because these Three of Pentacles, right? Three of Pentacles is working together as a group for a common goal. Okay, so you have that on your side, you have that on their side, right? And angels are saying for some of you, yeah, this could have been a business deal that looked like it was going to be pretty profitable. And, you both thought you were on the same page. Don't forget, Mercury's raggedy ass is still in retrograde. Comes out of retrograde August 28th, 2024. I say the year because I don't know when people are going to watch this video. So, yeah, look, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. I can tell you right now, if this reading is resonating with you, the reason why these negative thoughts are reappearing is because the last time that you felt this in love, the last time that you let your guard down, the last time that you allowed yourself to be goo goo gaga, you were taken advantage of. I can tell you that hands down, right? With the Strength card and the Seven of Wands, many of you were pleasers, you're recovering pleasers, rehabilitated pleasers. And now you're in a scenario where it's like, oh crap, did I do too much? Did I give too much? Did I offer too much? Am I doing too much? And now you're being triggered back to the past. And now many of you are maybe yourselves falling back. My angels just said this reading may resonate strongly with air and water, right? Specifically Libra, Gemini. And I have heavy Pisces here, right? Now, technically, you could have those signs in your chart. Technically, your person could have those signs in their chart. In other words, the signs that angels are calling out, I feel like are the querent. They're you, the person, okay? So you're indecisive about a financial or emotional situation where you were coming together with someone, right? Collaborating, emotionally connecting, right? It was some sort of connection made, right? Remember, handshakes are also connection, okay? And I feel like you allowed yourself to get really happy about it, right? Especially on an emotional level. If this was a business deal, I know this is an odd word to use for business or career, but I feel like for some of you, you even got giddy, right? You became childlike. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. It's a dream come true. I feel so good. I'm so hopeful about this situation. And it's almost like, as you know, you felt good, and then all of a sudden your head kicked in. Wait a minute, hold up. Did you read the fine print? Do you know what you're getting into? All the thoughts just came in and bombarded you. Okay? And that drained all of this beautiful emotion out of you, to the point where now you're suspicious or curious. Curious or suspicious, one or the other. Okay? Now, angels said, it's weird. They said, well, we'll see your swords and raise you some wands. Now, by the way, the wands to me, right? Swords are thought, information, communication, anything on the mental plane, if you will, any sort of signaling. Well, the wands now are movement and motion, right? So here you have the Eight of Swords. Well, I challenge your Eight of Swords, or I see your Eight of Swords and I raise you an Eight of Wands. No, I don't play poker. I'm just using the terminology, right? And the Page of Wands here, it's almost like before you decide you want to pull back, get defensive, get defiant, lay down boundaries. Instead of doing that, you know what? Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Everything that's on your mind, let's talk about it, right? Now, here's the... Right? This is the Page of Curiosity. This is the Page of Answers. No, to me, the Page of Answers would be the Page of Pentacles, not the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands to me is the great triggerer, right? And with the Five of Wands, I do kind of feel like if you had a conversation, if you address this issue, unfortunately, either, the Page of Wands is exciting communication. So with the Five of Wands, it's almost like they didn't really answer your questions, or you felt it was almost like they were speaking, but they weren't solving or feeding your curiosities. And that could have broke out into some sort of argument and or dispute, right? Let me give you a real life example. Say for instance, you decide you want to partner with a best friend. Y'all both are going to put up $3,000 to this venture, right? And you feel good, you feel wonderful. It's like, yeah, this is really going to work. It's going to be great. And then say, for instance, the day that you guys are supposed to meet up and sign a contract, put the money together, open an account, your best friend went on vacation, or they didn't answer your calls, or whatever was supposed to happen that day didn't happen, Okay. So what that did was kicked off a bunch of negative ass emotions. See, I knew I shouldn't have trusted this heifer. Oh my God, are they trying to scam me? Right? You were bombarded with all of these negative thoughts. Okay. So then when you finally reached out to your partner, they're like, oh, girl, I'm sorry. I had something come up. Right? They're being vague. I don't know why you're getting all bent out of shape. We've been knowing each other for years. Now here comes the dialogue, the answers, the information, but all it's doing is triggering you, right? So I kind of feel like they're telling you the answer. Oh, sorry. Angels just gave it to me. Excuses, right? So now in the end, you're curious. I don't know if I need to go into business with this person because they're not reliable or they are liable. Ooh, y'all see how angels did that. Let me tell you, if this reading is resonating with you, leave me a comment. Oh, Lord, Alex, that's my exact situation. So now I understand, by the way, why you're questionable. You're up in the air. You're going back and forth. You don't know if you can trust this source, right? You don't know if whomever you're dealing with is reliable. And yeah, I have 3 pages here. I would love to see the Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles is the grounded pentacles. Like, yo, we're going to resolve this. We're going to get through this. We're going to reground. Let's start over, right? The Page of Pentacles, this one just fell out. Page of Pentacles is practical. That's the practical page. And then my cards went haywire. Okay, so let me continue shuffling. So the 9 of Cups, I feel like you're questioning, is this too good to be true? Whatever this is, you want to come out. The Death. Now, I love the Death in this placement because the Death card represents endings and beginnings, right? So I feel like the Death is confirming the emotional part of this, the happiness part of this, freaking amazing. But you need to cut that off and get more practical, right? Read the fine print. Ask questions. Well, where's my money going, right? Once I put up my $3,000, do we have a business plan in place, right? So the Death card kind of says, make sure that you are exploring both energies. The energy of endings. Okay, how do we cancel out of this? How do we sever or, dismantle this thing? Angels are saying make sure you're exploring both sides of this transaction. Now, by the way, if this has anything to do with a love situation, right? Okay, well, you want to commit. Well, us committing, are you a voter, right? How are you with your kid? Now, at the end of the day, don't take nobody's word. You got to see it to believe it. Okay. Yeah, look at that Star card. Whatever this was, whether it was an approval for a loan, an approval for a house, how do you say, a job opportunity, right? A hiring opportunity. I feel like it is, and it was what you needed at this time. Yeah. Yeah, look at that 5 of Wands. There's a lot of competition. Oh, angels just said some of y'all feel like somebody lied to you and is choosing someone else. Oh, and you're being triggered because this is inner child stuff. Oh, abandonment and neglect. I mean, abandonment and neglect is like, abandonment and neglect is in everybody's, trauma box. So 3 of Wands, you're waiting to see if this is actually the case. You're waiting for someone to return. Now I would say to you, right, this is the dumbest thing that humans do. Okay? Myself included. I used to do this myself. Okay? You can't be like, all right, well, I'm going to wait for Heather to come back, to tell me the truth. But if the bitch ain't saying what I need her to say, then I'm going to cut her ass off. right? In other words, you can't be waiting to receive with a closed fist. Okay? In other words, you can't want her to return and you're ready to cut her off. That's opposite energy, by the way. And from an energy standpoint, it cancels itself out. So Heather, is not returning, period. You see what I mean? Because you've canceled out the request. Now, if you said, I would love for Heather to return so I can clarify this information, boom, that's an open hand, right? But if you're like, because I'm going to give her a piece of my damn mind, I think this bitch is trying to scam, that's closed energy, right? I hope that makes sense. So, waiting for the ships to come in, check your energy, I would just say. Right? Because at the end of the day, if you're really looking to try to understand a situation, then be like these pages. Be curious. Be open. Be open to understanding, not needing to being bitter like the Queen of Swords, ready to confirm what you already suspect anyway. Ooh, another child, the Fool, a new journey. Yeah, I can definitely say to you, collective, many of you in the past, what is the term? They got their hopes up and was severely disappointed. So you've been working on that. And I feel like this is a scenario, whether you're in or you will be in, right, in sometime in the future, where the universe is saying to you, all right, now remember not to get your hopes up. Basically, stay grounded. Ace of Wands, that's the revelation. So here's the thing. I love how the universe just sneaks into our everyday lives. I know that was improper, angels. I know. My angels is like, hold up. We don't enter your lives. Your lives are a part of us. Okay. All right. Six of Cups again. Nine of Swords. So stress and worry. Okay. Can I put it over there? You won't see it if I put it over there. Okay. So for many of you, you're not speaking to someone. And you're stressed because you don't know if this person chose someone else or if they're going to come back and choose you. And I feel like, in all honesty, that answer depends on your energy. In other words, if you're inviting, you're open, right? You want them to return. They'll return because your energy will draw them back in. But if you're closed, watch this. You're just going to push them out, right? You're just going to push them out. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Hanged Man. I'm going to give you guys a cheat code, a universal cheat code, right? To rebalance yourself, just go back to the romanticizing phase of this scenario and allow yourself to get happy again and joyful again about the situation. In other words, Six of Cups is reminiscing, nostalgia, right? But that's why it came up twice. It's almost like if you really want to balance this out and you really want to move things forward, bring information and energy forward. Right now, I feel like you're head or wand heavy. Universe is just like, get back to the cups. If you can get back to the cups, the Nine of Cups, bring yourself into a state of bliss, this person, this situation will come right back around. Another way I could say that is if you allow yourself to get hopeful, right? If you allow hope to return, this person will return as well, right? Oh, my energy says that's what we mean when we say energy goes where intention flows. So it's almost like whatever your emotional temperature is going to dictate or determine how emotions are returned back to a situation. If you are mental heavy, then your situation will be mental heavy. So in other words, you are the tool. I don't mean it that way, right? You are the energy portal that's attracting certain energy into your experiences in everyday life. So if you're head heavy information is going to come in through law of attraction. If you're emotional heavy, emotional energy will come into your environment, your experiences. I hope that makes sense, collective. If the reading helped, right? This is Alex's Healing Tarot. So I look to heal, cultivate, and develop so you can navigate through your life a lot better, more knowledgeable, especially from a universal standpoint, not necessarily a human standpoint. But if it does resonate, don't forget to like or subscribe. I'm going to continue to make collective videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.